Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long awaited minutes since I posted on my channel, on my personal channel, but you know, I'm not even gonna sit here and give you guys a list of what's been going on in my life, but just know that the past few months have been hectic, and I know not just for me, but you know, for a lot of people with everything that's just going on lately. And also I started a new YouTube channel with one of my good friends, so if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out. It's my last video, I believe, and the link is in the description. Shouldn't be hard to find because I only have like 3 or 4 videos up in my channel, so yeah. So let's get started. As you can see by the title, this is gonna be a how to detox from social media video. I'm just going to go over some questions on why it was beneficial for me personally, and then at the very end I'm going to talk about how I did it and how maybe, you know, hopefully that helps you guys figure out how you can do it too. I did it for 2 years, and so no social media. I did go on YouTube. That's considered social media? Yeah, I did go on YouTube to watch videos and stuff, but never really. Well, that's not even considered social media to me. I mean, it is, but it's like I wasn't doing YouTube at that time, so it wasn't really, I don't know. YouTube wasn't considered social media to me. But yeah, so I didn't have any games on my phone, nothing like that. I deleted games. I'll get into all of that. But I really do think that detoxes are beneficial and very, very important for every single person on this planet, because everybody just needs to detox. Like, you just all need to just detox, even if it's like for one day, like 1 day of no social media. Trust me, you're gonna feel a lot better. You don't have to do it for 2 years, you don't have to do it for however long this other person did it, but I think that, you know, it's very, very necessary for everybody to do it. Some people do it once or twice a year. Some people do it once a week. I do it like 4 times a week, 3 times a week, just because it's not really a part of my life anymore the way that it used to be. And taking that 2-year detox really, really changed my life for the better, and I no longer feel like a slave to my phone or social media in general. And that's not to say like I'm better than anybody else or anything like that, because I feel like when I do talk about that, when I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, like I didn't reply to you because I just don't like go on social media like that, people take it kind of offensively. But really, honestly, if I do go on social media, sometimes it's just to message somebody, like to get a hold of somebody, or to post something really quick, and I don't even check who sees it. I don't check any of that stuff anymore. Like, sometimes I do, but honestly, most of the time, I'm not. Like, I'm one and done. I go on there and get off, like, real quick. If I'm really, really bored, or if I just want to go on it, then yeah, I'll go on it. I'll scroll through people's posts and all that, but I mean, I just don't feel the necessity to do it anymore. And it's not, like I said, don't bash me in the comments saying that, you know, oh, you just think you're better than everybody else. No, I don't. I really don't. Honestly, it's not hard. So anyway, let's get started on the first question. Why is it important? And I wrote the questions down in my little journal. So this is my bullet journal. Okay, so why is it important? It improves your mood. It's one of the leading causes in depression. So if you are very susceptible to being depressed, social media is not for you. I mean, it's not for everybody. It really isn't. And that's just that. You've got to take care of yourself. Yeah, you start living in the moment. You gain so much free time back into your life that you didn't even know you were missing out on. That was not a COVID-19 sneeze. I promise you. I got my results back and they're negative. Anyway, yeah, you gain so much free time back into your life that you didn't even know you had. You feel a sense of like declutteration in your mind. Like you start to just feel more clear. Like you get clarity. And there's actually something called, I don't even know what it's called. Damn it. But it's like it stresses your mind out. It's proven that it stresses your mind out when you're doing all these things with your brain, when you're working your brain mentally, like you're on social media and then you have this to think about and that to think about, and then you have to pay a bill or you have to call a friend and you forgot to call. All these things, it's mentally straining on your brain, and it's called something. If I figure it out, I will put it in the description down below. So yeah, those are just pretty much some of the reasons why it's important, but there are plenty more reasons that you can find. All right, question number 2. Why did you do it? Honestly, just for the heck of it. Like when I did the detox, I just did it to see if I could do it because, because I am just that type of person where if I see myself relying on something for too long, like for example, coffee, I used to just rely on coffee so much. Like I would drink, and to coffee drinkers, this is probably nothing, but to me it was like, no girl, you need to stop. I was drinking like 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day, just black, to the point where it was black because I needed like that energy. And I realized that I was relying on coffee, and so I just decided to see if I could stop, and I did. And that's just called willpower. Everybody has it. So for this, I've done it with other things in my life too, but you know, for this, I was realizing that I was relying on it. I was on it when there were awkward situations or just situations in general that you just want to avoid. A lot of people just go on their phone really quick and avoid the situation instead of confronting the situation, facing it head on. You know, it's not that hard. It's just really not hard. And it builds your communication skills and your social skills. So you can't go wrong with that. But yeah, I literally did it for the heck of it. Like I didn't even do it because I was mentally strained. Maybe I was, but not to the point where I needed to do it for 2 years. Let's be honest here. But it was more like it was feeding me. Like the feeling that I kept getting from like being so much happier without social media was just pulling me. So I couldn't even I didn't even want to go on social media at that point anymore. Once I was really like 6 months in or 7 months in, whatever. I don't remember really how far in when I realized that I was happy. Question number 3, how did you come up with 2 years? I didn't come up with 2 years. I never said, I'm going to go on a detox and I'm going to do it for 2 years. No. I legit thought maybe I could last 3 months. And then 6 months passed by. And then 1.5 years passed by. And the feeling that I got from not being on social media and from just being happy gave me so much more, what is it called? So much more, I just don't have words today. No words at all. It gave me the motivation to keep going. And yeah, it was crazy. 2 years just flew by like nothing. It wasn't something that I decided to do for 2 years. I never put a number on it. It got to the point where I said, well, let me see how long I can go. And 2 years was it. So that's how I came up with 2 years. What happened? Well, it made me invest more time into myself, my life, me, and only me. And that may sound selfish to people, but honestly, it's not. Investing in yourself is the best thing that you guys could ever do. And it just, oh my God, it's life. Like, it really is life. My morning routine changed. So instead of going into the kitchen, thinking about what I'm gonna eat, scrolling through social media, standing around, I would just wake up in the morning, make myself some coffee, make myself something to eat, and go to work, get ready for work. I had more time in the morning for myself than I ever did before. Because before, I was like running around because I had to look at social media and then trying to make myself food if I even had time for that. If not, I would get ready for work, leave, and it was just like all a rush. And now it's like peaceful, calm. And if I'm in a rush, that's my own fault. Like, that purely is my own fault. There was no room to avoid silences, like awkward silences, or even like when you're going to dinner with somebody, whether it's one person or 10 people, and you know, people, like, you guys are all waiting for your food and everybody has run out like of stuff to talk about. There's like a few seconds or like a few minutes where everybody just goes on their phone. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but after I did this detox, I realized that, like, I didn't notice that we all do that. And so literally in those situations, I would just be sitting around like looking at everybody to my left, to my right, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like, this is how I used to look. Like, I used to be on my phone like that. And it's almost like a domino effect. One person goes on, the next one, the next one, the next one, checks their phone. And then it's like the whole group of us is on our phone for like a good 5 minutes until somebody says something like random. And then we spark up the conversation again. But yeah, that's crazy. I didn't have games on my phone. I think I've already mentioned that. So during these awkward silences or any situation that I was trying to avoid, I would force myself to overcome that situation. If like there was a guy who was bothering me and wouldn't take no for an answer, I used to just go on my phone and like act like I'm like on the phone with somebody, or I would just go on my phone and just check stuff so they could stop bothering me. But I came to realize that you don't have to do that. No is no. Like, get out of my face and do not get any closer, because I don't know, I don't find you attractive, or I don't see you in that way, or I have a boyfriend. Like, no is no. No matter what the reason behind it is, no is no. Like, take no for an answer, and that's it. You can call me, I don't know, sassy or whatever, but honestly, it's not. Like, you create your own boundaries for yourself, and if somebody's not respecting those boundaries, don't go around it. Don't go on your phone and avoid the situation. face it head on and let them know how you feel. Like, you need to back up, type of thing. It made me more social because of that. So I knew how to, confront people or confront situations. If there were any awkward pauses or silences, I knew how to like overcome that, which is awesome because I had a huge problem with that. And now that's the reason why I know 3 languages, because of, let's say I'm at a doctor's office or a dentist appointment and I'm sitting in the waiting room. Everybody's on their phone, of course. I don't have any games to play on my phone. So, and the reason behind that was because I figured if I'm not going to be on my phone and I'm going to social detox, I need to make the most out of my time. How am I going to do that? I deleted all of my games. I downloaded learning apps, and there's so many out there. And I put it in a little file in my phone, and when I would go to the doctor's office or a dentist appointment or whatever it was, I would, play one of those games, one of those brain games. And that is the reason why now I know 3 languages. I'm not fluent in all 3. I'm fluent in English and Spanish, and that's because I was raised with those languages. Now, French is the reason. French is not the reason. French is what I learned during that social media detox, because of these brain games. So, yeah, I'm not going to say I'm fluent in French, but I'm pretty good at French. And I'm still continuing to learn French, and I can understand French and kind of speak it. It's hard because you need somebody to speak it with, and I don't have that, so it's kind of hard. But if I wanted to speak it, I could. But yeah, I'm happy about that. Okay, did you realize anything valuable? Valuable. Yes, my time. Like I said, now I know 3 languages because of, the social media detox. Because I have so much more free time now, and I didn't realize how much free time I was robbed of by me. How did you feel after? Well, I mentioned it before, but clarity. Definitely felt clarity. I also felt like free, like I just had this huge weight lifted off my shoulders that I couldn't explain. And not that I wasn't free before, but it's just some other type of freedom. I don't even know how to explain it. It's a feeling. It's not even like something I can explain. And then it also made me think about the smallest, tiniest, littlest decisions that I had to make in my life, all the way to the hugest decisions in my life, which, usually we avoid the small decisions. We avoid the small little intricate details like that are in our lives. And I think that's very, very important to have just full on just be your own boss in your own life. Like, nothing should ever overpower yourself in your own life. There's no boss that tells you what to do about your life. You are that boss. So don't let other people or other things, material things, decide those decisions for you, whether it's the tiniest little decision to like the hugest decisions in life. Yeah. And then I realized that I would just be still laying down in bed with a freaking bun on my head and still haven't gotten ready for the day, still haven't ate anything for the day. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here on social media, haven't gotten anything started, and I'm just scrolling through, seeing other people's lives and other people, starting their day and what they do, and that's just not right. Like, I want to get my own day started, And you should do. You should want to get your own day started, your own, just stop worrying about other people's lives so much. Damn. Like, does that come out wrong? Because I don't know. That's how I feel. Like, people are just so caught up into other people's lives or impressing somebody, even though you may not admit it. I think there's always somebody you're trying to impress on social media. Always. Get over that. Now to the very last question. How did you do it? How did I do it? And hopefully by explaining this, maybe I can help you guys figure out your own little way of doing a detox, whether it's long or short. Because it's just good for your soul. Like, it's good for your body, your mind, your soul. Like, you are just so much happier. And I just really wish that on everybody, honestly. So, number 1. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 things here on my list. Not in any particular order or anything. But number 1, admitting how much I was being on my phone. I had to admit to myself how much I was being on my phone in order to stop. That was hard for me. And there's so many apps that will do it for you, but I think nowadays in 2020 your phone does it for you on its own. It'll tell you how long you've been on certain apps and everything, and it's a ridiculous amount of time, guys. It's ridiculous. Like, y'all need to just, it's not worth it. Trust me, it's not worth it. The best investment is you and your life, and it's just, it's all worth it. Number 2, I deleted the apps. I didn't delete my account, but I deleted the application. So Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, anything that was social media, Twitter, all these things, I just deleted them. And that helped me a lot because there was no, well, let me check it really quick, or let me message this person. It's not gonna hurt. I'm not gonna look at social media. Like, let me just message this person. And no, like, there's no going on social media, because then that you're caving in. Don't do it. Number 3, I stopped picking up my phone. That's a lie. I actually didn't stop picking up my phone. I would pick up my phone like during dinner or just any time that I was used to picking up my phone. And it just took everything in my will to remind myself to put it down. Just put it down. Just put it down. It's not worth it. Just put it down. I mean, unless you're going to check the time or, if somebody messaged you, yeah, go ahead. But it's not worth it. Have a conversation with the person that's in front of you. Like, that's more important. You're going to remember that for the rest of your life, maybe. But this social media stuff, you're just wasting your time. You're wasting your memory. You're not going to remember these things. So just focus on people that are in front of you, around you, in love with you. Focus on those people. Don't focus on anything else. But yeah, that was definitely something I had to get used to, was not picking up my phone so much. And it took a lot of intention and it took a lot of willpower. These two are very, very important things. if you're going to detox, especially for a long time like I did. It's very, very important because you do need a lot of like willpower. It takes a lot of willpower and intention. I used to wake up in the mornings every morning and tell myself, do not check your social media. Just don't do it. Don't check your social media. Do not do it. Not today. Don't do it at all. It's not worth it. You don't have to go on it. Like, you're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out on anybody's life. Why do you feel like you're missing out on Becky G's breakfast, next super powered breakfast? Like, go make yourself a superpower breakfast. Go do that yourself. Go, and instead of watching it, now you get to watch this breakfast and eat it instead of just watching it on your phone, like wishing that, you know, you had a breakfast like that. Go make it. Go make it for yourself. Go make time for yourself. It's worth it. You don't have to. If there's a trend going on, trust me, you will run into it somehow, some way. You're not missing out on anything. You will never miss out on anything. You're not missing out on where Jessica and Jesse are going for their next amazing vacation. You're not missing out. Like, you'll be able to see those things when you get back on social media. Trust me. It's not that serious, fam. You're not losing anything. You're not missing out on anything. I think that's called like FOMO, like the fear of missing out. It's not that serious. So, with that being said, I think that is it for this video. It's pretty long now. I don't want it to be 30 minutes, but I hope you guys are having an amazing day, a beautiful day. It's been really hot here in Vegas lately. If you live here in Vegas, you know what I'm talking about. Or, I don't know, in Arizona, anywhere hot, anywhere deserty. But yeah, I'm going to get back to my life, my normal life. And I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys have a great day and can continue to have one. Or a good rest of the week. I know with everything going on, quarantine, everything's just crazy. Racism, deaths. There's so many deaths going on. I just hope that you guys keep your good energy and positivity up. Trust me, it's going to be worth it in the end. Don't beat yourself up over anything. And if you guys ever need somebody to talk to, I am here. You can always message me or just throw a comment down below and I will give you like my email or something and you guys can message me there. But yeah, you guys have a great day. Bye.